Good morning, so here we are with Project S-Type and we're looking to check the transmission fluid level. A fairly convoluted process that involves heating up the transmission fluid to between 30 degrees centigrade and 50 degrees centigrade. So the target one will probably be maybe 40. So what the process we need to do, we need to first of all make sure we've got the gearbox completely level. And to this effect, I started jacking up the rear of the car and putting it up on axle stands. And then I used a clinometer, which is a little app on the phone, just to check that it is broadly level from sort of left to right axis or a horizontal axis. And then what I did is I've used the jacks either side to then bring the front level as well in the horizontal and also the vertical axis as well. And I've checked this using my phone. And when I checked it on this point just here, because there's not many straight bits on the car to be honest that can balance a phone, that was looking pretty good, sort of 90 degrees, and it all looked in true. And then I dropped my phone, so that's now struggling and dying slowly, but I was pretty happy. I took some readings in the passenger footwells as best I can because they're curved as well, and also in the rear footwells, so I'm broadly happy that this is level. So what I'm going to do now for safety's sake is make sure that I've got the axle stands just under the supporting spots in case the jack stands go. I'm not a great fan of getting squashed, so safety first. So I'm going to make sure the axle stands go underneath and I'll secure before I go under the car. Well, and I'm going to track the gearbox oil temperature using Jaguar SDD, so it's more accurate than the temperature gun that I used previously, and then hopefully be able to get it up to temperature, crack off the fill port, and then see if we get a fine wisp of fluid coming out. If we don't get any fluid at all, then we're into adding more fluid, and you can see here I've got a couple of bottles of mechatronics ATF MV extra, and also my trusty pump that I used last time. And also the tray, sorry, I should also mention I've got my special adapter for the ZF gearbox, so I can crack off the fill port. So without further hesitation, let's get these axle stands in a secure location under the car, and then we'll start to look at warming up the transmission fluid. Okay, after a bit of faffing about, I now have my data logger session running, and I'm tracking the transmission oil temperature, and it's taking a read. The car's currently shut down, so it's resting at 11 degrees. So what I intend to do now is start the car up and then get it warmed up to about 30 degrees centigrade, and then I'll cycle the gears through reverse, neutral, drive and back again. I'll do that a couple of times, holding 3 seconds in each, and have my foot on a foot brake as well. And then I'll wait till she gets to about 35 degrees. I'll then scramble underneath the car and look to finish off unscrewing the fill port. I've already freed it off already because it's torqued to around, I think it's about 35 Newton meters, so it's on quite tight. So I've loosened it. It's finger threadable now, so I should be able to unscrew it once we get to the temperature. I say probably around 35 degrees, and then we should be in a situation where we can check the fluid, see if we get a nice constant wisp of it coming out. If it's not, then I need to be adding some fluid. So what I'm going to do now is also look to use up 1 litre of Miller's MV, the Millermatic, and have that ready on hand as well. So let me go and prep that now. Okay, 16 degrees showing on here. We started about 10 or 11, and the engine is just over a quarter way warm. So I suspect as the engine gets a bit warmer, the temperature will increase. The gearbox temperature for the oil will increase commensurately, so we'll just keep an eye on that. Okay, we're showing 22 degrees for the gearbox oil temperature, and the car is fully up to temperature, so that's interesting. Means we're going to have to wait a little while for the temperature of the gearbox to get up to around 30 degrees. Then I'll run through all the gears with my foot on the foot brake, and then we're into checking the actual level. So let's see how we get on. Okay, we've hit 30 degrees, so now I'm just going to cycle the gears. So let's hop on board and do that carefully. Here we go. Being careful not to put my foot on the diagnostic cable. Right, foot brake is fully applied. I'm now just going to cycle through the gears. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a bit pointless doing this one because obviously it's not going to do that much. 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So look, see how good the temperature's doing. Push the door too slightly. So we've got 32 degrees. So once that's got a little bit closer to 35, I'll look to actually we're nearly there. So I'm going to actually start looking to check the level just now. So if I can try and set you up under here, hopefully you'll see what's going on. Now I've got 35 degrees shown on SDD. I'll come under here and carefully avoid burning myself on the exhaust. And I'm just going to remove the transmission fill port plug. Oh, and there's nothing coming out. Suggests I've got the wrong level, so I'm actually going to put some oil in there just now. Put some oil in there. There we are. We now have oil flowing in there. Okay, that's about half a litre. You can see we've now got a stream there, which is good news. Oh. Temperature is 41 degrees at the moment. So what I'm going to let her do is just go down to a whisp, and then I'm going to start securing that. So that's had half a litre of fresh fluid, and I'm going to cap that off in a moment. We're still within range. We're at 42 degrees at the moment. Just waiting for that to reduce down to a wisp. Okay, let's have a look at the temperature. 43 degrees, we're still within tolerance. I think that's quite a good wisp. I think I'm going to call it. That's done. Okay, we're still within threshold, 49 degrees, but I've capped it off okay. I'm going to turn the car off now. Oh, there we go. Right, let's get that tensioned up. Okay, we're under the gearbox just here, and there's the gearbox fill port. That's been torqued up, 35 Newton meters. A little bit of oil around there, that's fine. So now what I need to do is just clear up, and then later on I think I'll take for a test drive to see if how the gearbox is. See if we've got that TCC issue still. Hopefully not. Well, I'm back from a comprehensive test drive with the Project S-Type, and she drove really nice actually. I'm not convinced that the hunting issue has completely gone, but it's really minor now. So every time I make a small change, the situation seems to get better. So I'm probably at a point now where I'm not going to pursue it any further because it's just not really noticeable. I can only really notice it if I study the tachometer that's measuring the engine speed really closely. Otherwise it's not really noticeable at all. So I wouldn't say 100% fixed, but it's a lot better than it was. I know that having rechecked the fluid level, that I've got that right. The TCM, the transmission control module, has been reflashed, updated. The engine control module, or the powertrain control module, has also been reflashed and updated. So all the major stuff's been done. So there's no reason why the gearbox should misbehave, and I just think maybe just a little bit of wear and tear. I mean, the car's only done 109,000 miles, so yeah, a little bit of wear maybe, but yeah, as I say, who knows. But otherwise, I'm pretty pleased. She's driving really well, so nothing more to do. So I'll take the win for now and keep monitoring things. So there we are. Hope you may have found some of this useful, at least how to check the transmission fluid level using Jaguar SDD. If you appreciated the video, please consider giving it a like, and if you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.